Spiders are scrambling.
Wait. Let them run.
Or is that me?
No, I think it's a spider. Been a while since I've been in this. Oh,
No, he's got a headache.
yeah, that's okay. I don't like them. Oh. Why don't we don't share?
As we all do.
My butt is bigger than the chair.
That would be because they're now bald. That mean I didn't sit in that.
Right? I want my chair. Get the meeting going, call to order, do a roll call. Edith not here. Leonard,
Yep.
Dave. Beavers. All right, public comments. None. Approval of the minutes.
I do.
Okay, I'll support. Motion approved, leave it on that, and supervisors report. No, I'm not. Very.
Right. Clear back to the beginning of July. We had that tree that come down at Woodbury Shiawassee. That was a fun venture. Of course, we got the regular ongoing tree maintenance. We removed two trees, or we are removing two trees on Second North near Grant. That one had a branch come down. Bounced, hit side of a guy's truck. We've had him, he's dealt with Dan, we got him in touch with the insurance people, him and, no, sorry, there's no, what was that?
The city is responsible for any tree that breaks and falls on stuff.
If that particular.
If it's in the
tree
right
is
of way.
right of way, correct. And there's two of them right there, they're same age, same shape, and we're gonna be taking both of them down, so. One we're gonna do this week, we could do with our truck, the other one we'll have scheduled, the other 4 other trees I have scheduled to do them, and run a bigger, truck, end up taller than ours.
You mentioned the one out by the cemetery
Yes,
at Shiawassee Woodbury,
yes,
the one that went down a couple of years ago that's now a tall stump.
yes, that's on the list to come down, so.
Okay.
Whatever, the total fall of all. And then, along with the wet list, I had the 2 trees, Shiawassee and Grand River, when they came down. No trees in pretty bad shape, so we're just gonna take them down and we have the bigger bucket truck in here.
And she didn't mention that she needed MML.
Good. She was dealing with it between her insurance company and ours.
No sense in kicking the sleeping dog.
Right. Now back up to the second one. That was we tried something a little bit different this year. I like to shut the street down on Wednesday, give us time to do a lot of the in-house prepping for that event during our regular work hours. We still had a couple of days, about 2.5 days into it, but it allowed us to do some closing. There was some miscommunication, I guess, between a couple of people. I know I talked to Greg on the phone and by text on not being here, but the barricades would be out so they could just set this stuff up. And Dan and I was discussing that when Ed was in the office and he was involved with it, but apparently he forgot. We had a count Saturday morning, so yeah.
I told him so.
But I wanted to save that one till now because that was, I guess, a pretty heated conversation, so.
With from between who?
Jason and Gail and Ed. Ed and Gail were upset because we weren't there to set the barricades.
Uh-huh.
And called Jason.
Surprisingly, they didn't call me. Well, I did top that. I said, they're by the side of the road. We will set them up because I'm not having this entire road blocked off that long.
And that's what him and I and Dan discussed when he was in there, that they would be sitting right there, it's quick, easy to set up and throw up there. He says, yep. we
These
do
are
it."
the wood ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep, the black ones were done. We did the black ones on Wednesday,
Yeah.
so,
Which were down by the tent,
you know,
which, that way we're not cutting all of these roads off for 3 days. Which is.
It was just chrome,
yes.
So-
yes, but-
and you could get through railroad and across behind the bar
Yeah.
if you wanted to go
And you
that way.
could get down Roosevelt Road too. We shut all
Right.
that.
Right,
Roosevelt,
yeah, because
so-
I had Grant go and put them up with our golf.
Right.
So just try them.
But anyhow, that's where that was at. Parks, ball season's over finally. We're still mowing it weekly. It's just not necessarily done on every Monday now. I have talked to the ball people a little bit this year, and I'm gonna reiterate to them again next year. It makes it hard for us when they don't give us a schedule. We don't get a schedule, so we just mow on Monday. So if they have a game that they postpone or put off and reschedule until Thursday or Friday, the grass is already regrowing and we didn't really have a game.
Yeah, we discussed that with them and they were supposed to give us
Correct,
a
and they never gave us a schedule.
How many times have they had problems?
I don't know. I just saying that.
Because they stopped into hardware and talked to Jim and asked him if he would.
And
come
that
up
was
and mow their lawn.
And that's what I heard through the grapevine. Nobody has physically said anything to me or called me and said, hey, we got a game tonight. Is there any chance you can mow it?
They went to Jim and asked him if he could come and mow the ball
Yeah.
field.
Did he say?
Yes.
So I just wanted
He said,
to,
I don't even get out of here until 7 o'clock at night.
Right.
which I just wanted to throw that out, that it wasn't something we were avoiding. It was just a lack of communication and we had no clue they had a game.
I'll get a hold of
Oh,
Brad.
actually after the season.
Yeah, and it was after season. At that point, we don't necessarily mow it on Monday.
It was
So
after season.
it was a makeup game thing, I think, or
All right, I will reach out to Brandon Aldrich and figure that out.
okay. We're getting ready to do some, I just talked to Don, we're getting ready to do some prep work for the skate park, so we can get that painted.
Skate park or pocket.
Skate park is still on the agenda from last year. We run out of good days last fall to do it.
He's just painting the
Correct. We're filling the cracks in and he's just painting so it's same color as the tennis court.
green.
Great, yeah. He did start the painting on the pocket park. And I've also talked to him on getting scheduled to get the crosswalks and parking lines, at least the crosswalks done before school starts, so. He's on board with that. Ongoing, we're still working on the cleanup of the kayak launch. It's actually looking pretty good. I mean, every time we get a chance, we're out there doing a little bit of work, so. And on that note, I did talk to the neighbor today, with the issues Jason's had going on with his father. We haven't met, to go over the trees and stuff yet, and she's totally understanding that, maybe that comes first, so.
So
They're
cooled down.
Yeah,
a
they're
little-
cooled down. They
they're-
know we're working on it. They know this was a setback that we weren't expecting. So as soon as Jason gets 5 minutes to breathe, we'll go out and take a look at it and discuss what we're going to put there. We pulled our mid-season water sample for the park that passed. There's no issues there. The water heater went out at base. We had to replace that.
Did you do that or how did that done?
We did
And the urinal as well?
the urinal as well. That calcified over here at the park. We changed that out last week. I'd never had one off the wall to see the calcification. That was kind of cool. Looks just like concrete in from hard water and just you know, lack of,
in the,
in the neck, yeah, it was kind of cool. We broke it apart so you can see what it looked like.
did you grab one for free from the hardware?
Urinal?
Yeah.
No, you had a free one over
We
there.
got 3 of them, 4 of them.
Oh. I
They're,
did,
they're a regular one with the top
I,
plumbing in it.
sorry, Tim, I didn't know that. I didn't know you even had anything like
I
that
didn't
over
know
there.
I needed one.
That's not something I would have, off the top of my head, expected you to have on a shelf over there.
They're just laying there.
I will remember that.
We got the trailers too,
Oh, okay.
the commercial
The
flush ones
hang on the wall or the ones on the floor?
on the floor.
Okay, because we have both. Yeah. One part's got one style, the other's got the other. Cemetery, ongoing maintenance out there. We currently have 5 footings that we're gonna be pouring here in the next week or so, with them done by the end of the month. I had talked to Susan and she said she had one more than she knew of there, so I'll get it to me, so we get them all done at once instead of getting one turned in the day after we do them.
Who was this?
Susan Smith from the funeral home.
Oh,
Last time we poured them and she turned one in the day after we poured them.
people should die on schedule.
It'd be nice. And get buried on schedule. Weed whipping ongoing. The whacker that we had at the cemetery, Escher, he's done for the season. He went back to school. I'll give him kudos. He didn't mind it. And he was on it just about every day, so.
Jason, since he backs right up to the cemetery, I wasn't real impressed with his not motivation, but his
Work
Oh,
ethic?
his work
getting
ethic.
it,
Yeah,
getting it done.
him and I had a couple
Let's
conversations
turn
on
it
that.
into a day long instead of an hour long.
Yeah, him and I had some conversations on things like that. He's young, he was learning, I
This
said,
is
you know, for
Nick's
future,
son?
yeah. I said, for future things, you know, when you go to do things, make sure you have everything with you. Don't get out there with the weed whacker and then come back to get the headphones and then back to get the string. Load everything up so you have it all with you when you go. But again, he's 16, so learning curves. I'm going putting, you know, in lagoon. Maintenance, weed maintenance, spraying the weeds, that has been a challenge this year with all that rain. They slowed down, we almost had it caught up, and then both we've had rain every 3 days since, so. And our new inspector that we got, the old guy retired, we got a new inspector, and he's a young kid, and he's gun ho, and he's out there basically with a tape measure, making sure our weeds aren't more than 6 inches tall, and.
You know, weeds around the edging.
Yeah, around the wrap. Around the edging, around the outside of the fence, you gotta have a path cleared behind, between the fence and the tree line, and. We got sledge judging coming up, we're gonna be doing that here. Next couple of weeks, end of August, or part of September, we're gonna have it done before discharge starts in October. And there'll be no discharges till October per our license. Our Omni system, I updated the batteries in that, that's that emergency call out system that's on all our lift stations.
Are those lithium or lead acid? Are they
believe they're-
original equipment?
Yes, they are, I believe
So
that,
they'd be 15 some years old now,
yes,
because that went in
yeah,
10, 12.
yes.
Eight.
The only one that wasn't original, well, it wasn't original, it just wasn't as old, was one on West Street, because that one got upgraded to that crystal ball system when we redid that one 5, 6 years ago.
Crystal ball.
It's a whole different, it doesn't actuate off all the floats, and it's just got a ball that kind of hangs there and measures. It's
It's different.
different. It's kind of neat to look how it works, but it's
It works like an 8-ball.
Yeah, pretty much, it is, yeah. Library, I talked with Tyler a lot, and then we went and hung a couple of 20-inch box fans up there in that ceiling space. So there's air circulating up there, and we put two grids in the tile, so airflow can get through there, and knock on wood, it seems to be working, so.
Those are not insulated.
He wrapped them, but where he couldn't get the wrap, it was still dripping and they come down and we both looked at it and he said, well, let's maybe if we just get some air circulating, because it was warm. I mean, where the tiles were in that ceiling, it was hot. And he said, well, let's see if we just get some air flowing, and we put a couple of small 2x2 grates in there that allowed some air to get up there, so.
And then a fan to push it.
Yeah, and I got two fans up there blowing in the circle, so it seems to be working. So. And it's, to my surprise, as real rooms gonna be loud, and it's not. I mean, you don't hardly even hear the fans moving. Matter of fact, Sarah didn't even know they were running until I asked her, so. We've had a couple of sewer questions come in. One of them was 606 Doyle Road.
You skipped over the part that I had a
Oh.
question
What
on.
part did I skip over? Sorry.
Pete Preston.
Oh,
So we're gonna get paid for that.
that, I don't know, Tim. We was over mowing the library. They had the events going on for Summerfest, and I just mowed it. I don't know if we want to send him a bill, or how we want to do it. I know Sarah had called him a couple times with no response. I'd left him one message, never got a response back, and we had the event coming up, and she had stuff going on behind the library, so.
This is a perennial problem with him.
Yes, it's
And
not.
I don't know why he has not been ticketed. I've gotten him often enough.
Yeah, and I know Dan has talked about, getting on.
This is the
ticketing.
back of the building?
It's the
It's
back,
right
of the
beside
building, right
the
beside
library.
Tim, between the library and.
Notice the door?
Yeah, that, you could do it,
Smaller than this room.
I mean, you could do it with a weed whacker if you had to, but.
That whole scenario there rubs me wrong. Bought the property for nothing. Got it updated, rebuilt for nothing, grant,
Yeah.
because he was gonna provide 6 jobs and yada, 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 yada.
Oh, he hasn't done that, has he?
Hasn't done anything other than has a really nice piece of real estate now that he could sell for quite a bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
And it irritates me when that kind of thing happens with our tax dollars.
They're not play the system.
I don't know why the MEDC doesn't have any follow through, or are we to, because we were the grantor.
The city or the DDA?
And the city, I believe,
The city gave him a grant?
MEDC got the grant
Okay.
and, or
I
the
just say
city.
that was back, Jimmy was that might have been part, I don't know. Now that you said that, I don't know, I
Oh,
know
Jim-
Jimmy did it.
Jim did it. MEDC gave the grant to the city of Laingsburg, and the city in Laingsburg don't
Okay, well,
well.
then, I didn't know if it was the facade forward facing with the DDA, so.
No, wasn't that?
No, that's not part of that.
So that means.
Was it the same time the geezers got their building done?
Yeah.
Big grant for the whole town.
No,
It was a couple hundred, 250, something like that.
It's like, yeah.
And it was doled out to this one and this one, this one that applied for it. And it came with, you're gonna do this and this and this, and we'll give you the money as a result. And it was a 75-25, I believe.
okay.
You pay 25%, then
That's not bad.
we'll pay for 75. And it irritates, and then this kind of stupid stuff goes on, and I think that he should pay for it. And
Yeah.
the last one took us how many months to get $800? 108 grant
Oh,
or
that one had
Grand River.
taxes.
Yeah,
So we didn't get that until Probably so.
and then the taxes got saved. I think we should do something about that. All right,
But anyhow, so we went ahead and voted just so it was done and I'll give it to Dan, it's on his radar now, so. 606 Doyle. I talked to Dan Woodbury, he was having an issue, he was selling his house and. For some reason, they cameraed his sewer line. I've never been doing it when we sell a house, but anyhow. He had a connection that was loose and I met with Dan and. Dan was pretty sure, it looks like it was a clean out that got hit in the yard. And popped the pipe and he said it really shouldn't be ours, and then I followed up with, looked online, and found out, looked up Michigan's. In general, unless we have. Rules or
does the hookups,
We-
don't they?
we charge for the hookups, we do not do the hookups.
Oh,
A contract.
okay,
In Michigan, generally, the responsibility of the entire private sewer lateral line is the homeowner. We are responsible for the main one.
Yeah.
And so that's why I printed that out, so you can see why, and Dan's going up to do it, and he talked to Dan, so I think they're good to go. I just wanted to make sure you guys have the printout of what I was telling them, that technically we're not responsible for that part. The next one, 207 Second North. That's another drain issue. That one we are dealing with. It's Great Eddy's storm drain. It's one of the old. When they had the combined. So it's the old clay tile. We're not sure yet if it's in the tile or if it's in the catch basin. She just got her plants moved out around it, so we can actually get in there to look at it. But being that it
it's a
is, well,
manhole,
being that it is right there, at the
Great.
the manhole, that is definitely ours. So we're gonna be working on getting that fixed, and
it's just caving
it's
in,
just
or-
caving in at the edge. So we don't know. Sure, flowers are overgrown and we haven't had the lid off. We don't know, a block fell in or part of the clay broke or. So it'll be.
and it's backing up.
No, it's just starting to suck in the corner of her yard right around
Okay.
there, so. So we're gonna be going up and now that she's got her flowers moving, popping the lids and getting that fixed up, that is ours, so. And that's where we can put. I have been working on the budget stuff a little bit, but I did not have it really put together. In this meeting, though.
But Asher, about where you at on staffing?
That's what I was talking about.
You got my email from me.
With Escher gone. I am down to. Rick, Joe, Maggie, and Brad, and Bob, but Bob's strictly something, so.
Any application?
Maggie turned one in and I had one turned in. I haven't called the gentleman back yet.
Yeah, you
Uh,
emailed me.
well, I think his last name was. He was looked like he was a Wausau High School graduate.
I think he lives here now.
I think he lives around the area from the way he was talking on his resume.
Do you have a schedule? That you schedule each person to work and what they're to do and so on?
Right now, I do not. We're just Monday through Friday, 7 to 3:30. I'm working on that schedule.
Well, I was looking at the hours. We bumped the hours from 608 to 796 from last year to this year for the budget,
Yeah.
and you were at 831.
And that-
So we're already a couple hundred hours higher. And then you've exceeded that and have done so for months now.
Correct. And
We
I've
need
been-
to
and
get
I've
this
been-
under
Yes,
control.
I've been working on it, with some of the days Rick's taking off, some of the days Rob's taking off, and, Asher being gone, I'm looking at the next 4 weeks being somewhere around 675. tentatively.
For the month.
For the month, for the next 4 weeks.
Well, that would be helpful
Yeah,
to
like I
bring
said,
it all
but
in line.
I just started working on it. I had 5 minutes this afternoon between them meeting and in this meeting, so.
What is the cause of the increase in hours? That's dramatic. Is there more stuff you're doing, or is that lack of efficiency from the staff?
We have started doing a lot more stuff than we've done. I mean, taking on that park added a lot. We're basically,
Which
we're
park?
picking the boat launch.
Oh,
We're putting a lot of hours in that right now, trying to get that cleaned up and cleared out. And I know we've gone from picking up brush every couple of days to basically we're doing around every day on brush.
So the kayak launch,
Once
it seems to me we spent a
we
full
spent,
load of money on that thing, and then the contractor was done and paid and gone. And we're pouring bunches of hours into it.
yes, we're pouring into what we wanted to see done, which was the bank lines cleared, and if that wasn't part of what their outlet was for what they were scheduled to do. They did exactly what was in their contract to do, and then we looked at it,
Well, when Jason and I went out there, it was terrible.
yeah, it just didn't look good, and more we're cleaning up the sides along the banks and stuff, it's starting to look a lot better.
was that in the contract for them to make sure it was clean, or is this just growth that's happened after they were done?
No,
No, this was stuff that was not in their contract.
it was untouched. It was falling
It's, yeah. it's a
trees,
bunch of
branches,
box elder.
brush.
Yeah.
So it wasn't,
No,
so is it extra stuff that we didn't anticipate happening kind of thing? or-
Well, it should have been, but
It-
again,
it
we
should have been.
hired some professionals to do the specs on it, and here we are.
Yeah.
I'm frankly quite sick of the money that we pay
But-
professionals.
But once that's done, then that'll eliminate a lot of time we spend out there, then it's just a matter of quick weed whack and mowing. And
Once you get it all
Right.
walked in shape.
Yeah.
Did you get, I know we talked about it before, the side for the zero turn with the weed whipping device? So you got the deck and it sits on the side of the deck and it's actually like a weed whipper that's right on the mower?
I did not.
Okay.
I've looked at them a couple of times.
So it's an add-on piece that drives with an accessory belt
Yeah.
to
And
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that
the
would
reef
cut a
under stuff and
tremendous
fill
amount.
up
Yeah.
its purpose.
Cause you could just go right around the stones out at the cemeteries with that. I just don't know. if
And that is exactly what I thought when I was looking at it. I just. With them being allowed to put so many flowers around them stones, you don't have,
Being in a
you
seat.
don't have the control you do with a handheld weed
Right.
whacker. I
Yeah.
mean, that,
What about one of those DR type of units? That's a weed whacker, walk behind,
You'd still have the same problem with the flowers.
but a little better control. Or I would think.
Yeah, I don't know if I wanna spend a whole bunch of money on a
I-
big
And-
machine, cause I mean, those attachments are a couple $100.
yeah.
Oh, they're that cheap?
Yeah.
They're not bad,
Oh.
but I mean, the weed whackers,
I'm just trying to figure out how.
We've already got the weed whackers.
correct. And I've watched several videos on it, and I'm just really worried about the control.
Mhm.
You know, at the parks or on trees, that'd be great, but around headstones, I'm like,
Why can't Bob do that along with his mowing? Why isn't he?
the weed wagon,
Yeah,
cause I'm not even sure how long we're gonna have Bob anymore. He is 77 years old and does not have the greatest.
he's 77.
Yeah, his weed whacker. probably
And he has a pulmonary embolism,
Okay.
it's not embolism,
Okay.
pulmonary something.
So
that-
he can't do heavy work.
Yeah, he's good to be on the rider, but I mean, if he's gotta walk around with a weed whacker, he'd have to have an oxygen bottle strapped to him, so. And I'm trying to let him.
How many
know
hours a
it's-
week does he work that
It takes him about 20 hours to mow out today,
per week?
yep.
It's
Which,
just on the Christian side.
no, ours,
No,
we don't do the Christian
Right.
side.
No, that's the Catholic side.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't do
Oh,
that.
that's gotcha. I'm with you now.
They're different. They're better.
Yes,
They're the clean ones.
But, and-
The unclean.
and I'm okay with him taking his time, going a little bit slow, because I just really not bump into stones and.
Do you have issues with the deck hitting stones a lot?
No, knock on wood, we have not, but I've only had myself on a slim occasion, and Bob and Joe are the only ones that have been. Bowling out there, so.
I just don't.
So we keep it limited to who.
Are we at a point where we can be absolutely sure that Elizabeth Cribbs, or what was her name, that wrote a letter to us about the atrocious upkeep? I just want to make sure we don't have that ever happen again.
As far as I know, I haven't heard any complaints from.
And you've inspected and looked, and it
Oh, yeah,
passes
yeah,
muster.
yeah, I go out there every day, and yeah,
Following up on that, sure, no.
yeah, and surprisingly, that tree that came down. I don't know how, but it literally brushed against the big hope stone. It was the only one that hit, and it just kind of scuffed it, and a couple of rains and it was gone.
That's what I said today. Tangled with Harold Doyle.
Tangled.
Anything else?
But other than that, I mean, we're plugging away. We've got a pretty busy agenda, so,
Yeah, I'd like to see what that schedule is gonna be, so we can.
yeah,
Plus that hours.
yeah, I will continue working on that. Like I said, I got to knock down a little bit on hours.
Well, and it's like I said several meetings ago, we've got to get the DPW to be a lean machine and a little extra pep in the step in order to get the stuff done and stick within our budgeted hours, which have increased a lot this year over last. And we're still exceeding that. And
Do you talk to them about the numbers that you have? Do you tell them, do you explain to them that, hey, we're doing this many more hours and we're not
Yes.
doing anything else?
Yes, we've had conversations, and that's because I remember. Remember if it was last year or the year before, going into the fall, like Joe, we cut him down to 4 days a week, or 3 days, 4 days a week. Rick went to 4 days a week, and so we were consciously trying to make sure that we're getting stuff done we can get done.
well, and if you're exceeding the hours with the people that you already have, I can't say that we need to hire another person. Because that just, I mean, why hire another if you're,
I would say the efficiency is lacking on the people that we have.
Correct,
I think complacency is probably set in.
correct. And the whole point of hiring the other person is to hire the full-time person, so that there's somebody to answer to on the days that I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, that's,
you're the only full
I am the
time,
only.
and then you've got
full-time, and I've got part,
basically
everybody
it's-
part-time after that,
Joe and Rick and Maggie.
you know. And then Brad, but he'll be gone the end of next month, so,
Oh, Brad is deeded.
yes,
Is he Scott's kid?
yes. Yep, and he'll be gone at the end of September.
He's
College.
College, yep, he's just a
an
summer,
extension of high school.
yeah, he's just a summer.
All right, well, anything else?
Hopefully, I don't give a-
Let's call to a meeting to close.
I'll do that.
That way, finance.